I'm here, this Motorman, I'm here with Lauren, and she's got a great attitude. She says she's been practicing, so what I did was I set up several exercises, and instead of making them 24 feet or 27 feet, I've got them stretched out to about 30 feet. That's what we're going to start with. I also happen to bring a bicycle in case we have any problems, because the techniques work the same on a bicycle, and very few people are afraid to lean their bicycle. That was a main problem 2 weeks ago, was it? Yeah,
yes.
two weeks ago. But she showed me she's been practicing. I saw a short little video of her practicing, and she's looking like she's leaning pretty good. So we might be able to tighten this whole thing up. But we're going to start big and then go a little bit smaller. How do you feel about that?
I like it.
You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. All right, we're gonna start off with the slow race. Remember that the slow race gives you a pretty good idea how well somebody can handle the clutch and throttle. Alright, here's the slow cone weave, using these small cones. They tend to be a lot easier than the big cones. Not bad, but we need a lot more dipping. That's a very first time through. Here's the second time through. Still, we need a little more dip. We need more dip from side to side.
It takes me a while to warm up.
Yeah, it's okay. And relax, because you look a little stiff.
All right, come on.
Relax. You can't fail this test. It's just practice. Oh, our leaning is getting much better than 2 weeks ago. Practice pays off, folks. Even her right hand leans are much better. That's getting dipping. Looking pretty good. Still more lean, more dip. Nice head and eyes. Oh, she's getting the idea we might not need the bicycle at all. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm liking it.
Am I dipping more?
Yes, it's pretty. It's so pretty. I got a little tear in my eye. I'm not ashamed to admit it. When you're making that U-turn down there, if you go further past that last cone, you'd be better set up, wouldn't you, to come back again?
Yes.
So remember, we got the whole parking lot.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Right.
All right, again?
Yes. Oh, she's getting a lot more confident with her turns. Took my advice. I like that. You can shut it off. I see that your brake light is flashing. occasionally, so that tells me that you're on and off with the brake rather than a steady light pressure. So remember, that brake, that rear brake, helps you to control the bike. So we'll use it a little steadier. I'm going to step on your foot. I'm going to show you how much pressure I use on the brake. It's about like that constantly. You know, I know you don't have a pressure gauge on your foot, but you can feel how that is. It's not a lot. I mean, that's a lot. This is just a constant light pressure in the beginning. Once you get really good with the clutch and throttle, which you're getting much better already, you could eliminate the use of the rear brake, but we'll start doing it the easiest way. Now, you're doing pretty good with this, so hang on for a second, put the kickstand down, relax. I'm going to put up the big cones. This is Lauren's first try with the bigger cones. And she didn't manage to knock any of them over. More swing. That's looking pretty good. I got no complaints with that. She didn't hit the cones. Oh, look at that lean. Beautiful. I think I could attest to the fact that she is certainly not hopeless. Beautiful. I gave her the okay sign. She's happy as could be. Will she still make mistakes? Of course, everybody does. Not me, but everybody else. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that lean. I thought I'd have my work cut out for me today, but she's practicing. I tell you folks, that's what you got to do. You don't get out there and actually do it, you never get any better.
Yay.
Do it again. It's beautiful. Oh, it's swinging and swaying. It feels good too, doesn't it?
It feels really good.
Yeah, do it again.
All right, again.
It actually feels good when you're doing it right. It's an amazing thing. And the more aggressive you get with the dips and turning the bars, the better it feels. You feel in complete control of the motorcycle. And it feels good because you're actually riding the bike the way it was designed to be ridden. The motorcycle does not want to turn straight up. You have to fight it to do that. That's what she was doing a couple of weeks ago, fighting that bike all the way, and the bike was winning. Beautiful. Do it again. She's really getting jiggy with it now. Very nice. Throttle sounds perfect. I think we're going to move on to the offset cone weave. All that in about 15 minutes. I think you're ready for the next exercise. Offset cone weave. That was where you really had trouble a couple of weeks ago, but I don't think there's going to be any problem at all.
Excellent.
Yes, it's right over here, so you can pull right up by that speed bump and we'll go through it. All right, here's Lauren's first try at the offset cone weave, a series of quick left turns and right turns. And I got it pretty wide right now. Doing it correctly. Look at her go. Oh, if only she did this last week. Leaning the bike and everything. I can tell I'm going to have to tighten this up really fast. Into the final gate. did it right and you hit every gate. A couple of weeks ago, you were missing half the gates. You were making your own course. It's okay. It's America. You ride where you want to ride, but you learn quicker if you listen to me. Let's do that a couple more times. You could even do it in both directions since you're the only rider here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. And 2 or 3 more times, and then I'll tighten it up to the regular size.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Left turns and right turns.
Okay.
Very good. I like the leans. Well, 2 weeks ago we couldn't get her to lean even 2 degrees. I think she's going to be scraping the pegs in an hour. I told her to work it in both directions, and of course when we have a full class here or several riders we can't do that, but with just one person, one-on-one lesson, yeah, you could work those exercises back and forth. In fact, it's a good idea to do so. You don't have to worry about running into somebody as you're making your turns. Little mistake there, no big deal. It happens. If she was perfect, she wouldn't be here. One more time. It's almost like a different person. I think Lauren may wind up to be a YouTube sensation. She's on the right size motorcycle to learn these techniques on. You can learn them on any bike, but of course it's easier to learn it on a 550-pound bike than a 950-pound bike. Though the motorcycle reacts the same, it's more intimidation the heavier the motorcycle is. Throttle is sounding really good. A couple of weeks ago she was right just at idle, and usually idle is not enough. There's always a chance when you're in the friction zone and you're at idle to put a little, just tiny bit too much pressure on the rear brake, the bike can stall. Look at her go. She doesn't need near the room I just gave her. Nice head turn. If you're watching this video and she goes out of frame occasionally, it's because the sun is behind me and trying to look at the screen to see where in the frame she's at is very difficult. All right, you get a drink of water, and I'm going to tighten it up.
All right.
Because I know deep down inside you're saying, "Come on, challenge me, Jerry. This ain't hard enough." This is for the girl that was here last week, not now.
Exactly. I don't know who that was.
All right, here we go. Because I've narrowed it down now quite a bit, probably about 10 or 12 feet. The head and eyes becomes more important. Right now her throttle is a little light. In other words, not quite enough throttle, not quite enough slip in the clutch. That's common when you start something different. Foot down, no problem. If you ever have to put a foot down, remember, get it up quickly. It's a quick dab and get the foot back up, because if you don't, your foot's going to wind up getting caught under the saddlebag or the muffler. There's a chance you could break your ankle. So no big deal putting the foot down to help you, but make it a quick dab and back up. see the bike hopping up and down slightly? She's putting a little too much pressure on the rear brake, but it's better to put too much when you're learning this stuff than not enough or none at all. Little too much pressure now on the rear brake. See where the bike is sort of hopping up and down like that? That's because you're pumping that a little bit. But that's okay. That's very normal. And remember that the better you get at this, the less pressure you're going to need on that rear brake. It's better to have too much now than none at all, like you were initially doing in the first exercise. So a little bit, try to think of it a little bit less steady pressure, not that bouncing up and down. That's your first time through with it tightened up. It was very good, very good. You saw other people in the class had all kinds of problems with this as well. So, doing good.
Okay.
Head nice, snap that head, get that bike turning and leaning. Sometimes you cheat yourself. You don't go all the way to the green cone. You lose 4 feet. Well, that makes it harder. So try to concentrate. It's almost as if you want to hit that green cone.
Okay. And steady pressure with the brake.
Steady light pressure.
Steady light pressure.
Now turn. 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 You always want to look first over your left shoulder, and as soon as the bike starts going to the left, you're looking at the green cone, then over your right shoulder and looking behind you. As soon as the bike starts going that way, then you look at the next one. I think this is more right now, it's mind over matter. But don't forget, if you think you can't make it, just go outside of it. That's all.
Okay, so let me show you. So right here, when I'm turning, right?
Okay. You're going to still be looking at this green cone. Get closer, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right about now, you're looking over here, behind you, so that the bike comes back towards where I'm standing right now. And as soon as it is coming back this way, then you're looking at the green cone over there. So what it really amounts to is no sooner do you turn left, you got to turn right.
Right.
No sooner do you turn right, then you got to turn left.
All right, so right here, though, I look back there.
You're looking back here.
I thought I looked there.
No, because you want to come through that gate and back this way.
I do, yes.
Yes. So you got to look here to get here.
That makes sense.
Once it's here, then you look at the green.
Okay, that makes sense. I got it.
She says she got it. We'll see. Turn. Back here. Look at me. Turn. Green. Turn. Just did the right thing. You don't think you could make it? Let's go around it. There's no cliff there. I see this young lady has potential for show business. That is, riding in our shows. Fender to fender. She's cutting herself short, and when she does, instead of going all the way to the green cone, she goes halfway through. Well, that makes it tighter. You want to use all the space you got available. That was perfect. Okay, that last one, you came right by the green cone. When you have problems is when you cut it short. Instead of going all the way to the green, you go half middle of the gate. Well, that makes it tougher.
Right.
So don't do that.
Oh, we don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay.
I'll tighten it up later.
Okay. All right.
Lauren is a pleasure to teach. She's got a great sense of humor. She hasn't told me to shut up one time. Maybe under her breath, but at least not out loud. That's picture perfect so far. I'm afraid to say anything, but that is picture perfect. Cone to cone. The closer you get to that outside cone, the more room you have to make the turn. I call that a thing of beauty. Let's see if she does it coming back. I'm giving her the thumbs up. She's proud of herself. Very nice. The idea of this is to feel that bike transition from left to right quickly, because you're going to need that out on the street. Somebody gets in your way, you got to make a quick transition. You better be used to that feeling.